We examined the beginnings of the European Age of Exploration. The European drive toward exploration centered itself on the resources of South and Southeast Asia. The region had been a center of global trade in aromatic rainforest woods, cloves, nutmeg, and other spices. It was the place where Chinese goods were unloaded and sold to Europe, and European goods were unloaded and carried into China. The original Buddhist settlements of Srivijaya had given way to expansive Islamic Sultanate trading in places like Malacca, Sumatra, and Demak in Java. The common ties in the region to a culture of Islam allowed for a more regulated trade and also connections to Islamic trade throughout the world. The Europeans called the region the Spice Islands. Sri Lanka, which the Portuguese called Ceylon, had the highest demanded goods. Many of these Asian luxury goods had been introduced to Europe during the Crusades. The Mongols' conquest of Asia had also been a positive for trade as they stabilized Asian trade routes like the Silk Road and kept law and order. However, with the Black Death hitting and the fall of the Mongols and the rise of the Ottomans limiting that trade, the trade routes became less stable and less attractive. But the growing European population demanded more and more goods. Italian and Muslim traders took control over the trade. The Ottoman Empire had given exclusive rights to Muslims to trade in their empire, so the Italian merchants would then come buy the goods and then bring them back to Europe. The price of the goods would increase at each trading point, making them extremely expensive as they made their way through Europe. A goal of newly forming European nation-states was to break the economic trading grip of the Venetians and the Ottomans. Others sought to spread Christianity or gain glory through conquest. Others wanted to expand the knowledge of the Renaissance by knowing what other people knew. At the same time, the innovations of the Renaissance allowed for more accuracy in location finding to be able to navigate large open seas. There were improvements in map making to help find ports and harbors, more accurate measurements of the stars and of the horizon to determine latitude and longitude, and tools to do it with like the astrolabe, the sextant, and the compass. In the building of ships, the Chinese had shown through the junk how to create vessels that could carry excessive weight for longer journeys, leading to the European caravel. The Chinese also helped inspire the rudder, mast, and triangular sails, making it possible to sail into and against the wind. In terms of the dangers that one might find on the sea, as well as new civilization and pirate run-ins, the Chinese and the Mongols had created the ability to defend a ship with gunpowder and large cannons. Mehmed II had demonstrated the effectiveness of massive artillery at Constantinople. At the same time in the Renaissance, the Gutenberg printing press, the Islamic printing presses, and Chinese block presses were printing and reprinting the stories of Zheng He, Ibn Battuta, and Marco Polo to whet the appetite of future explorers. Even if some or many of the details were embellished by poetic license of the authors, minds like Prince Henry and Christopher Columbus were inspired to find new trade routes in order to break the Ottoman and Venetian monopoly on trade.